Hey Tool Techies, this is Ajinkya, and in today's video we are going to go through some really nice file explorers for you and pick which one is the best for you, and stick till the end for some really nice tips and tricks. So let's dive right into it. First up is Solid Explorer. It has a really nice minimal interface and it's really highly customizable. With its friendly interface, it's really good for beginners. Some of the features include an inbuilt app lock, encryption, properties about files, 2 tabs to work on, adding bookmarks, hiding files, creating a shortcut to your home screen, zip extractor, and properties about all of your smartphone storage, which gives you basically the analysis of your smartphone storage. Next up is ES File Browser. Now, first thing to keep in mind is that if you want to use this application, you will need to get rid of its internet access. You can learn how to remove internet access for certain applications by clicking on this video right here in the above cards. Now, if you don't remove internet access, there are going to be ads everywhere, and if you don't turn off the lock screen irritating features, then you shouldn't use this application because it's really irritating. But if you get around the in-your-face advertisement, it really is a feature-rich application. For example, some of the features which I like are Analyze, which basically analyzes your storage, but it does better than Solid Explorer or any other explorer I have come across. It gives you ascending order of all the large files, duplicate files, folder analysis, redundant files, junk files, app-associated folders, etc. In ES File Browser, you can also use multiple tabs, which aren't only limited to 2 tabs like Solid Explorer has. So multitasking is a breeze. It also has a recycle bin, which is a really nice feature. Then there's a logger, which gives you basically all the newly created files by time. Then there's a zip extractor, encryption, and hiding files. It also has some gimmicky features such as send and receive and stuff like that. And as I said earlier, if you don't get rid of the internet access, don't use this application. But if you can get rid of it, then it's highly recommended. Next up is Mixplorer, which stands between Solid Explorer and ES File Explorer. It is best of both worlds. First of all, you can customize it by skins, which you can download online. I will provide a link for that in the description box below. Then you can pin your favorite files or folders. By the way, this app is open source if you wanted to know, and it isn't available on the Play Store. Although Mixplorer doesn't look as clean and minimal and smooth as Solid Explorer, if you get past that, you will see a really nice and more feature-rich experience than Solid Explorer. I must say, this application is feature-packed. There are a lot of things here. You can work with multiple tabs similar to ES File Browser. There is a tab menu which can manage basically all the tabs that are open. There is a recycle bin. There's a bookmark section. You can encrypt, decrypt, hide, pin, stuff like that. If you like what you see here, go ahead and give Mixplorer a try because it's a really nice explorer. Next up, we have something different. We have SDMade. Now this works a little bit different. It isn't only a file explorer, but it is also something more. It is basically a storage manager, which lets you scan on quick access, which is what you are seeing here. Then there's an overview, which gives you info and which is, by the way, customizable in the settings. There's an explorer, which is pretty basic, doesn't have multiple tabs and things like that, but it does what it does. Then there's a search functionality with filters, an app control to control all the applications that are installed. Then there's also Corpse Finder, which basically finds the files that belong to deleted applications, which might clutter your phone. And of course, there is Storage Analyzer. And if you end up buying the Pro version, you also get the App Cleaner, which removes unnecessary files from applications without damaging the application itself. Shows you the duplicate files. Also has Scheduler, which schedules all the cleaners. And also a statistic page with more in-depth info. So if you're looking for a file explorer which does more than just show you all the files on your smartphone, this one is the one to go for. Lastly, we have Files Go. Now, first of all, it's a really basic version of a file explorer. If you don't really care and want to go through the tedious task of going through every folder to organize your smartphone storage, then this one is to go for actually. It doesn't give you all the folders that are on your smartphone, but gives you all the files that are on your smartphone. So you can go through all the images, or you can go through all the videos, for instance. There's also a search functionality, and it also gives you alerts on unused applications and other alerts such as low storage, large media files which might be taking a lot of storage on your smartphone, duplicate files, and temporary app files. It also lets you receive and send applications. But as always, both the smartphones need to have this application on their phone. By the way, this is the smallest file explorer on this list. So if you want something tiny and just want to do the job, this one is to go for. Now for some tips. You have to remember that your smartphone has an inbuilt file explorer. If you don't really need a file explorer, just don't download a third-party file explorer. Your inbuilt smartphone file explorer can do basic things such as copy, paste, delete, and stuff like that. Next is an application which basically cleans all the empty folders on your smartphone, which reduces clutter. It's called Empty Folder Cleaner, and it does what it does. It's a really simple application. I will provide a link in the description box. Now, a few things to note about these applications. Firstly, if you want a bottom toolbar like this in Solid Explorer, then you will need to turn it on in the settings. ES File Browser has a sharing limit, so you can share more than 100 items at once. But you can do that in Explorer or for say Solid Explorer. You can add folder shortcuts from any of the three applications: ES File Explorer, Mixplorer, and Solid Explorer. So what's the conclusion? The first three are basically the same. You can choose any one of those if you like. Solid Explorer, ES File Explorer, and Mixplorer basically strive to be feature rich and give you the whole experience, the one you can find on a desktop PC, for example. If you can get past the advertisements and all those annoying things, go for ES File Explorer. But if you want something more simpler and cleaner, go for Solid Explorer. And if you want something more feature rich and don't really care how it looks like, just want something that works, then go for Mixplorer. Now on the other hand, FilesGo and SDMail are something different. They try to do something different from the previous applications, which basically gives you more features and a full experience. FilesGo is the most basic thing you're going to find. It is a nice addition to your built-in file explorer. So if you want something really simple and if you don't really dive into your phone storage, just go with FilesGo. If you want something more with more features and things such as quick scans, overviews, app control, corpse finder, etc., go with SDMail. It has really nice, unique features to it, and it really looks nice. So all in all, if you want something simple, go with FilesGo. If you want some unique features, go with SDMail. If you want something which is feature packed and you are willing to go through the trouble to restrict its internet access, go with ES File Explorer. If you want something that looks clean and is feature rich, gives you the experience you can find on PCs and stuff, go with Solid Explorer. If you want something that looks like Solid Explorer for some reason but has more features, have multiple tabs basically, then go with Mixplorer. It is basically the upgraded version of Solid Explorer, which doesn't really look that clean and smooth. So thank you for watching, guys. All the links for these applications will be in the description box below. If you guys haven't already subscribed to TrueTech, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.